So that's my line equation, and it has to be rearranged. So put the y across and it becomes a minus y. And then we write down the circle equation. And what do we do? Instead of x, put in this. So here's x. So replace x with 7 minus y. Times y. So brackets. Alright, so you can put the y in front, it makes it easier for multiplication. So y times 7, 7y. Y times y minus y squared is equal to 12. Right, so if I bring the 12 across, it's a quadratic equation. So what I'll do is I'll put the minus y first, plus 7. Bring the 12 across, it becomes minus 12. Now when you're solving quadratic equations, it's better that the y squared is positive. So if I change that sign, change that sign, change that sign. Okay, so it's plus. Right, what are the factors of 12 that will add to give me 7? 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
So 4 and 3. How do I get minus 7? Okay, so y minus 4 is equal to 0, y is equal to 4, y minus 3 is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. So my two y values got.
Yeah.
And step 3, bring the line equation back down, write it twice. It's equal to 7 minus y. Step 3. So for y, you're going to put in 4 on the left hand side. 7 minus 4.
2. No, maybe 3.
Right. And on this side, y, I'm going to replace y with 3.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so my coordinates are x is 3, y is 4 on the left hand side. The right hand side, x is 4 and y is 3. Is that okay? Is that alright? Okay, these are recorded anyway, so I'm just going to continue with question 17 now. Right. Right, question 17. X plus 2y is equal to 11. Does that need to be rearranged? And with this sum, I'm not going to leave the 2y on the left hand side, because this is what would happen if I left the 2y on the left hand side. I'd have to divide both sides by 2. And if I try to sub that in and square that, it becomes very difficult, so not the right thing to do. So the 1x, I'm going to leave the 1x on the left hand side. Bring the 2y across. Right, so that's step number 1 completed. X is equal to that. Right. Number 2, write down the other equation. Alright, I'm going to sub in, instead of x, I'm going to put in 11 minus 2y. So instead of x, I'm going to put in 11 minus 2y. Times y, again. Okay, so I'll just put y at the beginning to make it easy to multiply. Y times 11 is 11y. Y times minus 2y. And again, I'm just going to rearrange it. Bring the 14 across, minus 14.
So, just a question for minus 2y squared. Do not leave it as a positive 2y
Yeah.
squared.
So yeah, so we'll change the sign, change the sign, change the sign.
Okay.
Alright? We'll try to factorize now. So the factors are 14. 1 times 14, 2 times 7. So- Factors of 2y squared, 2y times y. Alright, so we need a little bit of trial there. We need to get minus 11 in the middle, so we'll try 2 and 7. Alright.
That only give you 9.
Yeah, okay. We'll look at this. I'll try the 2 there and the 7 there. I know that's not going to work, right? So, that's 2y, and that is 14y. Is there any way I can add or subtract these two numbers to get 11? 14 plus 2 is 16. 14 minus 2 is 12. That doesn't work. So what do I do?
Switch them.
Move the 7 and the 2. Try again.
7y. 4y.
Do they add or subtract to give me 11?
Yes.
To give me minus 11?
-7,
Minus 7, minus 4. So top sign goes left, bottom sign goes right. The final check to see if it's right, multiply these two numbers here. Minus 7 times minus 2, does that give you 14? It does. Yeah, so they're correct. Right, we've got 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. 2y is equal to 7. Y, divide both sides by 2, is equal to 3.5. On the right hand side, y minus 2 is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. Alright, so we've got the two y values. We need to bring the step number 3, bring our formula down. X is equal to 11 minus 2y. Alright, so we need to stick in 3.5 in for y. What's 2 times 3.5 is 7. So 11 minus 7 is 4. And over here, 2 times 2. So minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay,
Sorry, so I was just asking, how did you get to 4, the x equal to 4?
4 here. Alright. So y is equal to 3.5, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I replaced y with 3.5.
okay.
See that? 3.5 times minus 2 is 7. Or minus 7. So 11 minus 7 is 4.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Right, so the first value is 4. X is 4 and y is 3.5. And over here, x is 7 and y is 2. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Or getting it? Right, question 18. Can everybody see it? I'm just going to zoom it in a bit. Right, question 18. First of all, the line equation is x minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. And we need to rearrange that. So we'll leave x on the left hand side on its own. So we're going to move the minus 2y across and the plus 1 across. So what happens when you move the minus 2y across? It becomes 2y. And you move the plus 1 across, minus 1. So that's it, rearranged. So step number 2, get the circle equation, the other equation. 18. Keep looking up. X squared minus xy is equal to 10. So I'm going to replace anywhere I see x with 2y minus 1. So there's x there. Alright, so I'm going to replace in that. Minus. I'll put in brackets. 2y minus 1. That's for this x. It's there. Times y is equal to 10. So I need to square this out first. So I'll do it over here, rough work. 2y minus 1 squared
K by 2 will be 4y
times 2y minus 1.
K by 2
Alright, so you can break up the first bracket. So 2y
minus 2.
times the second bracket. 2y minus 1. And then minus 1 times the second bracket. Right, so start multiplying. 2y times 2y is 4y squared.
4y squared
2y times minus 1.
minus 2y
And minus 1 times 2y.
minus 2y
Minus 1 times minus 1. Plus 1.
plus 4.
Now I can add these two together. Minus 4y plus 1. Alright, so all of that goes here, replaces this. Okay, so all of that here is this here. The minus sign now. Now I'm going to multiply y times 2y. It's 2y squared times the minus. Minus 2y. Now you go y times minus 1. It's minus y times the minus. Plus y. And we have 10 on the left hand side. I'm going to move 10 across to equals. That'll be minus 10. Now you have to, that's a square there. So you add what you can. 4y squared minus 2y squared.
2y squared
2y squared. And we have a minus 4y plus 1y
2y
minus 3y. And minus 10 plus 1 minus 9. Okay, now we factorise.
It'll be 2y and y.
We'll write out the factors of 9 first.
9 and
1 by 9, 3 by 3. Write out the factors of 2y squared, 2y times y. Okay, so we've got 2y and y. And I always start with the bottom ones anyway. 3 and 3. Now we have to get minus 3y. That gives us 3y. And that gives me 6y. How do we get minus 3y? With these two numbers? I need a minus 6 and a plus 3, don't I? Minus 6 plus 3 gives me minus 3.
Yeah,
So the plus goes left, top sign goes left, bottom sign goes right. Okay, so you go 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. 2y is equal to minus 3, move the 3 across. Divide both sides by 2, 2 into 2 goes once. So minus 3 over 2, or minus 1.5. Then over here, minus y is equal to 3. Okay, so step 3, bring this equation right down. Bring that equation that you rearranged, bring it down here. X is equal to 2y minus 1. Right, on the left hand side I'm going to replace y with minus 3 over 2, which is minus 1.5. So I'm just going to write it in as minus 1.5, minus 1.5. And here I'll replace y with 3. So what's 2 times 1.5? It's 3, isn't it? So it's minus 3. Minus 3 minus 1. Minus 4. And over here x is equal to 2 times 3 is 6 minus 1, which is 5. So the x value over here is minus 4. The y value is minus 3 over 4, or minus 1.5. Over here the x value is 5 and the y value is 3.